Но почему я ее... А, вот. Что-то глюкануло, мне кажется.
One day, I'll be as being too popular can be such a hassle. Who knew the people would adore me so much?
Звук-то есть? О, я уже отвыкла от этого. Что с тобой надо делать? Проводить? У меня... А, нет, у меня фишка есть.
By royal decree. Midnight Phantasmagoria. I summon thee. Everyone hold hands.
Nowhere to run.
Hey. Oz, reveal thyself. Huh. Huh. Huh.
Ноль мастерства. Просто ноль мастерства. Что я тут какие-то старые чьи-то куски делала. Нет, нихуя. По-моему, даже бонус электро нет. Что он не качанный, да? Ну, конечно, что еще может упасть? Нечем качать. Закончилось все. Ну, там 5-звездочные только остались. Бля, надо бы раскрести все свои эти.
Everyone hold hands. I see everything.
Surrender.
Time to shine. Yoo-hoo! Committed to memory. Yeah. Everyone hold hands. Shadow Raven, let night fall.
Good job.
Блин, я скучаю по всему вот этому, что мы проходили. Мы искали. Хочется прям заново все пройти. Блин, так дохуя. Я сейчас ничего не читаю. А уж заново, если проходить, то и подавно читать не буду. Оу, я так понимаю, у тебя не так много работы сегодня. Ну, по крайней мере, сейчас. А, мне надо идти.
Through me, justice is served. The very perfect. Their penance is due. Guilty. Final height.
Oz, reveal thyself. I see everything.
The very.
Ты еще не видел? Фишка 0 мастерства. Просто вообще нихуя нет. Ну, я там оставшиеся какие-то раньше используемые куски трупы надела. Ну да, я, кстати, думала сегодня походить, и я попробую взяла смолу. Пустую. Так, у нас где-то они были. Я не помню, где они были, эти все штуки. Вот одна. Это у нас вторая это была. Я только там помню. Я так и не нашла это дерево. Какая там липа, не липа, блядь. Где оно? Хуй пойми. Да боже ты мой. Я вот хоть убей, не помню, где искать. А вон она. Что-то мне фиша никогда особо-то не нравилось. Но я так, типа, ну, сделали сет хороший, можно как бы сделать ее. Мне даже костюм ее новый не нравится, видишь, она у меня в старом. Ну блин. Ну она же так классно смотрится. Где на ком она у меня? Смотри, как красиво. Даже его немножко прокачал. У меня просто были резы. И бесструнный у меня только один. Я не хочу его снимать с Монти. Мне не упала элегия, поэтому... Ну и все. Я обижена. Зато, блядь, все самые топовые эти луки собрала. А я на этой неделе ходила на боссов. Единственное, что надо третьего кого-нибудь убить. Но кого, это и так всем понятно. Сейчас деликой сделаю, чтобы БПшечку взять. Самый топовый на гору. А что там на гору, подожди? А, а это нам где-то давали? Нам по-любому где-то давали. Но такой себе, конечно. Это из БП. Вот это нормально, урон взрыва стихии увеличивается, но опять же он на силу атаки. Не знаю, насколько ей это надо. Нет, тут особо ничего такого. Какой, вот этот? Или вот этот? Если этот, ну, 80 единиц энергии. Да ты что, разорался-то? Боже, отстань от меня.
Your sins weigh upon your soul.
Вы от чего сдохли?
You stay condemned.
Ты откуда, блядь?
Let's get down to business.
Shower me with praise. I summon thee. I see everything.
Окей, допустим. Тише, чуть не померла. Да, даже у Нахиды больше хп, чем у Фиши. Я такая думаю, может быть, вкачать такая, думаю, Керару, побегаю по миру, я, ну, типа, по приколу. Такая, а там нужны призраки, а у меня их 0. 0, прям вообще их нету. Я для кого-то последнего, не помню для кого именно, этих призраков собирала, вот прям тютелька в тютельку. На них так неудобно ходить вообще, мне так не нравится. Но с другой стороны, блин, а вдруг там будет какой-нибудь надзумский новый персонаж, и опять будут какие-нибудь призраки, и я захочу вкачать. Так вниз показывала. Мне ничего не выпадает, связанного с тем, что мне не сделано. А что мне не сделано, кстати? Нет сочинений, что мне не сделано. Нихуя не готовлю все равно.
Astro.
Надо посмотреть, там какие-то
Thank you for
новые по-любому есть. Не сделанные.
Add Astro.
Так. Угу. Вот оно мастерство. Не понимаю прикола ваята от странных блюд. Они все равно не дают таких бонусов хороших. Угу. Так, стоп. О. Так. Дальше. А это тоже чей-то? Господи, еще и тут синьянь. С-156, блядь. Помню времена, когда Вове было делать нечего, всех накачал-то. Да, Вова? И бегал по миру. Стоп. В наличии 6, но мастерства 0. Откуда, блядь, тогда в наличии у меня их 6? Интересно, мне хватит ингредиентов приготовить? Чисто, чтобы открыть все. О, кстати, можно блюдами пользоваться на шанс крита для Нави. О, тут еще вау, сколько. И муки нихуя нету. А-а-а. Не знаю, что 25 будет. На закатнике бы походить. Сколько могу сделать? 25. Бекон мало где используют, сосиски тоже. Пусть будет. Нет, пока не буду делать. Тоже пока оставлю. А где еще у нас можно купить? Я, кстати, не знаю, где в Фонтейне можно это все покупать. В Сумеру. Не помню. О, это музыка. Сразу вспоминаю концерт, который сделали Пихуева. Молоко, надо молоко покупать. И пшеницу. Сколько у меня миндаля? До хрена. Да я вот не знаю, я же говорила, может быть, покрутить Райден. Но мне не выпадет, блядь, столько 50 на 50, сколько я уже накрутила. Ну да, я чуть-чуть тут решила закупиться, чтобы было. Я редко сюда хожу, а они обновляются раз в неделю. Когда-нибудь пригодится, у меня вот этого мало. Тут тоже мало. Ай, я не знаю. Я, получается, после Елань, которую выбила 50 на 50, а до этого я, по-моему, выбивала Альхатайма, и, по-моему, тоже 50 на 50. Я просто до этого не помню, что были закрутки. Короче, Елань точно была 50 на 50, я ее выбила, проиграла на оружке, потом выбила я оружку, для долине мне не хватило, короче, круто. Потом вышел Мивилет, да, у нас? Нет. Потом, по-моему, рераны были какие-то вроде. А потом вышел Мивилет. На Нивелете я, получается, мне там сколько-то, 20-30 круток не хватало до леги. Я проиграла Делюку. И на следующей десятке мне выпадает Нёвик. Получается, да. Потом у нас кто? Потом Ризли или Фурина? Фурина, по-моему, потом была. Вроде как. Я уже забыла по баннерам-то. Господи. Что я хотела? Тут так не посмотреть. 17-е, 10-е, 13-е, 11-е. Ага. Получается... Да, кот, отстань, пожалуйста. Вот, я выбиваю на следующей десятке Нивелета, потом у меня 50 на 50 Ризли, потом у меня на 20, блядь, какой-то там крутки Фурина, потом я на гарантии забираю Сайна 15, 12... Ой, 12, 15. В декабре. Мне прям пипец повезло, как с Невилетом, и повезло с Фуриной. Этот на гарантии упал, но тоже 50 на 50. Зайн тоже на гарантии упал, но тоже 50 на 50. Я вроде Элине тоже хочу себе. Ну, он мне просто нравится. Ну, типа... Но зачем, с другой стороны? И опять же, это как минимум C1 бы желательно. Потому что там 2 кота падает. И Нилу хочется иногда поиграть. Через бутончики. Так-то у нас, по-моему, через бутончики этот играется. Мне механика его не понравилась. Я разочарована. Неудобная. Я до сих пор, блин, не могу этого выбить. Сколько уже? 2-й год идет, как он вышел. Он так и не выпал ни разу. А, мне надо Какоми выбить. Мне ж Какоми надо выбить. Хотела под рису Какоми. Альбедо будет в 4-5. С кем? С кем-то там. Блять, кто там еще должен был быть? Я смотрела сливы. Хоть тебе не помню. А с другой стороны, по сути, половина этих просов и особо-то и не надо. Странника бы я тоже забрала, если честно. Что я заходила сюда? Я хотела посмотреть... Где она? Вот. Получаемая решимость, это получается ее кольцо набирается быстрее. Или что? Ну да, получается. Не знаю, насколько это сильное, конечно, созвездие. Для меня очень странное вот это объяснение игнорирует 60% от защиты противника. Откуда мне знать, сколько защиты у противника? Это типа вот эта вот белая полоска. Кстати, такой же херни до хера в Ханкае. Я тоже этого не понимаю. До меня этого не доходит. Ну, что-то мы на C6 не будем уж заглядываться. Надо чайник поставить. Я кофе допила. Звук громкий. Что я хотела сказать? Ладно, я тебя сейчас покормлю, только не ори. Все, умолкни, жуй. Сейчас... вот что я хотела рассказать. Короче, мне тут на днях было совсем скучно. Я сидела вечером дома уже. Взяла пивка. Что-то сижу, смотрю стримы. Ничего не охота. Вроде сериальчики есть какие-то. Вроде поиграть можно было. Ну вот прям вообще было ничего не охота. Я, короче, сидела и смотрела стримы. Вот. И один Пацан, короче, на него подписано. Он проходит бездны. Вот, у меня несколько таких стримеров есть, но к одному из них надо постоянно записываться, у него что-то очередь, ты причем день в день не попадешь, у тебя там, может быть, ты через неделю только там окажешься. Вот. А этому, типа, можно было сразу задонатить, пишешь ему там в ТГ в личку, короче, данные, и он заходит, короче, проходит тебе бездну. Я такая думаю, да пусть это зайдет, пройдет мне эту бездну. Блин, мне интересно было со стороны посмотреть. Ну все, зашел, что-то там полистал, мне, короче, что-то сделал куки там в 1000 мастерства, какие-то арты там наставил. Я до сих пор не могу найти арты, которые стояли на куче, чтобы обратно ее вернуть. Ну ладно. Вот. Он не рассматривал там всех персонажей, соответственно, а быстренько так чекнул, кем ему пойти. И там чел такие пишет: о нет, это нормальный аккаунт. А потом, когда они увидели моего Нивелета, блядь, они охуели, короче. Причем он настолько быстро листал, там прям доли секунды. Я не понимаю, как они это увидели, сколько у него там критов. Но они такие в чат пишут, там 40 на 310. Типа, я такая, ну не 40 на 310, 39 на 301, ну ладно. Мне было интересно посмотреть, как будут проходить, короче. И он всю бездну прошел 2 пачками. Одну с Нивелетом, одну с этим. С Ильхатаймом. Прям с 9 по 12 этаж, нахуй. Одних и тех же брал. Там кто-то писал: блядь, мою сигну спиздили. Мне там что-то... На физурон, который Сокола упал, короче. А, нет, или этот... Меч Сокола не на физ, а на восстановлен. Не помню, который из них который. Вот. Начали кто жаловаться. Некоторые Нивелеты были в шоке. Я думаю, а что такого? У него крита возвышается, блядь. Оружка на крит, урон 88%. Там 300 крита, в принципе, изи набрать. Ну, кстати, ничего так хорошего. А, нет, мне часы нормальные упали. На Ризли поставила. Это я тебе говорила на прошлом стриме. Бля, Алик, да, он как Сайна, только в обратную сторону. Под него надо электро, наоборот, персов как его, с мастерством, а под Сайна надо дендра. Ну, я бы так и так рассказала, просто я что-то... Я хотела это рассказать у тебя на стриме, но ты что-то стрим видишь, не подрубал, и оказывается, у тебя проблема там. Я думаю, ну вот, я подрубила стрим, тебе рассказала. Так даже удобнее, чем нежели это. Да я, может, в следующий раз пройду сама, я не знаю, я посмотрела, как он проходит, но у него комп ёбнутый, ну, то есть на плойке, на геймпаде так быстро пройти невозможно, и тем более с учетом того, что он проходит по КД эти бездны, он наизусть знает, где у него враги. Я, блядь, этих врагов не вижу, а у меня уже Нивелет, блядь, смыл их просто всех в унитаз. Я такая, что происходит, блядь, вообще, как он их видит? Там он брал, по-моему, Нивелет, Дед, Фрина и Казах, а Альхатайм, Куки, Нахида и кого еще? И Синий. Не знаю, почему Елань не берут, блядь. Я на кой хуй Елань Ц1 выбивала с Сигной? Все равно один хуй Синего берешь. Что ты, что он. Я еще писала туда, почему Елань Ц1 не берут. Вот, я тоже могу так. Вот в точности, слово в слово написали. Там синий дает выжимаемость. Один чел какой-то так написал, но там Куки стояла. Она и так хилит. Даже если ее в фулл мастерство поставить. Ну, синий чуть-чуть просто защиты как бы дает за счет мечей. Блядь, что я делаю? Я чуть кофе в холодильник не поставила, потому что я достала оттуда сливки. Короче, кофе такая досыпала, блядь, в холодильник. Давай ставить. Бля, у меня дома столько конфет, но мне зубы надо лечить. Пиздец вообще. Мне надо очень много денег на зубы. А я окна хочу себе на балкон поставить. Мне надо на окна 150 тысяч. Ну, это там, что там, работы, перегородки новые. И еще, по-моему, полов. Это даже стены не будут затрагивать. Там утеплитель, снаружи сайдинг какой-нибудь. Очень дорого. Сейчас еще зима. Так, а у меня что? Я отметки не делаю. Миллион лет. Мне лень перезаходить каждый раз. Приложение перестало работать, короче, через которое я заходила, отметки на Genshin забирала. Видимо, его все перестали обслуживать. И теперь отметки можно через Хойлаб забирать. А у меня 2 же аккаунта. Один на Genshin, один на Старрейл. И постоянно перезаходить, логин, пароль, вот этот. Мне надоело, я в итоге забила всех. Так, что я думаю? Я думаю, пока что на какое-то время походить на древнюю знать. Во-первых, если мне повезет что-нибудь надыбать получше для Беннета. И тогда уж переодеть Мону, сделать ее в древнюю знать. Там, кстати, по-моему... Ну да, типа... По большей части. Да мне не нужна смола. Я его и так сейчас быстренько. Чисто БПшку.
This opportunity is quite hard to come by. Well then, amuse me. Surrender is a valid option. I promise I'll be gentle. Not bad, not bad. Not bad. He's got a trick or two. All you do is run.
Вот ты чего? Да где он?
I see everything. Hey, stand with me.
Да уж. А когда-то он был сильным.
The bond is strong.
А я еще на этот не делала. О, круточка. Мне на Эль не так давно выпадала. C301. Не знаю. Ровно 20 круток. Кстати, что по истории? Тридцать 35 круток ровно. Где у нас знать? Кстати, я тут взяла смолу. Можно тоже ее использовать. У меня получится 5 густых как раз. Так, нет. С каким же он хуёвым сетом этот данж, боже, как он мне не нравится. Вот бы сейчас сюда на авиа. Да, блядь. Го, так.
Solidified.
I see everything.
The process of elimination. Here you are.
This is order.
Опять деду досталось. Мне кажется, в этот данж можно ходить просто бесконечно. Ну, я же сказала, сейчас будет эта хуйня выпадать. Через защиту, нахуй, с хуёвыми статами. Вот даже поставить некому. Только если это и 2 на 2 выбивать.
Stabilize.
Sharing my knowledge. Everyone hold hands. I'll settle this. Dissipate.
Scatter.
Какой ты заёбок.
Get with me.
Можно будет почекать первым. Ай, да не буду я за физу играть, все равно никогда. По крайней мере, у нас один только физовик самый топ.
Solidify!
The Temple of Wisdom! I see everything! Out of my way!
Ну вот, началось, блядь.
Gather!
Hey!
A process of elimination.
Lightning Purify! Stand with me!
Мне чел на том стриме, который, короче, где мы бездну проходили, один написал, типа, ну там же не знают, кто девушка, парень, это вообще чека. Чел, говорит, перепутал Бунара и вытащил С2, и хата ему вместо Нахиды. Думаю, если бы ты знал, что я вообще Нахиду не собиралась вытаскивать, то она мне 80, по-моему, первой круткой упала на реране.
I will have order. Solidify.
Dissipate! Hey!
Куда ты полез? Это последнее, по-моему. Да, это последнее. Блять. Ну за что? Я еще это не пошла. Надо бегом сделать. 2 дня осталось, я забыла про нее.
Hey there, you two! Sorry I've been scarce. I've been buried in marketing and preparing the film.
The award ceremony is today, right? Paimon wonders if we'll win the Farina Award.
I'd give it a 90% chance.
Farina! Oh, Paimon didn't know you were...
I'm sure the others will also be here in no time. Xavier, if we...
What? But we don't even know if we're going to win. I wouldn't want to jinx our chances by celebrating.
Just open your eyes! Surely you've also had conversations with the Opera House's operating staff, right? Didn't they want... With the Mora you've made from the box office, you can now open your very own film...
But that's all credit to my amazing crew. You've all helped to make this a reality, so I can't be...
Well, give it some thought. I'm sure...
All right, but before that, Traveler and Paimon, could I trouble you to quickly pay a visit to the Fortress of...
Huh? But shouldn't we stay for the...
I wanted to ask you two to invite Shavraz to join us at the ceremony. She's one of... I haven't been able to find her recently, so I haven't had the chance to invite her personally. According to the papers, the culprits of the Musket murder case will be personally escorted today by the captain...
Oh, Paimon gets it now. Yep, just wait here, Xavier. And maybe try to come up with a few snappy-sounding names.
All right, then I'll leave you to it.
Да куда ты? Этим мы побегали. Этим побегаем. Что же мы пришли в родные края?
This is as far as I'll be taking them. I'll leave the three of them to...
Got another errand to run?
Something like that. I'm expected at a party.
Now that's something you don't hear every day. Found a new pastime?
No, it's just a special occasion.
Shavraz! Risley!
Кайсли.
Festivals really do bring people together. It's been a while since I last had so many visitors.
Call it the festival spirit, I guess.
Yeah, you could say that. Even our head nurse has gotten herself all worked up preparing super deluxe nutritious shakes.
Were you talking about work just now?
We've already finished discussing everything. So, what do you think?
I believe I haven't yet made any promises or guarantees.
But you also didn't shoot me down. Here, how about this? You could give everyone a copy of the newspaper. Perhaps on the day when the cover story happens to...
I suppose then a certain someone may soon find himself the most...
While another two people will soon be
Speaking of heroes, did you two need something from me?
Oh, actually...
You're here to invite me to the party, right? Don't worry, I didn't...
Ooh, then let's head back right away! See you, Risley! Happy Fontenalia Festival!
And the same to you.
Так на него смотрит. Блять.
And the winner of the Farina Award for the first Fontenalia Film Festival is... The Two Musketeers!
О, прикольно они сделали арт вот этот.
Congratulations, Mr. Xavier.
We won? I can't believe it! I really can't...
See? My takes on Fontaine's entertainment industry have...
Now, please welcome to the stage the producer of The Two Musketeers.
Thank you! Thank you all so much for your recognition and support.
Time really flies, huh?
It certainly feels that way. It feels like it was only yesterday when you were...
Will you come back to Fontaine again?
Of course. I'm very fond of the city. There's so many novel and interesting. But how about you? Would you?
I can't say the thought has crossed my mind before, but I'd be willing to consider it now.
I will be eagerly awaiting your visit. It would be wonderful if you could visit my home and enjoy a take.
Yeah, let's keep in touch.
Did you accomplish all you came here for?
Yes. And you should visit Inazuma again sometime.
Он так на нее смотрит.
How has Ogura and her business been?
To my knowledge, she's doing quite well.
Tell her I said hi.
I certainly will.
I heard the thunderstorm has stopped.
Yes, and the war has also been brought to an end. Peace.
I quite like the sound of that. Perfect for hanging textiles out to dry.
I'd like to offer my thanks again to the entire cast and crew. Without you, I would have never completed this. With the support of my entire crew, I would like to officially announce our film company, Musketeer Pictures!
Woohoo! That is a really nice...
Then in that case, let's please welcome all the members of Musketeer
Oh, Paimon didn't know we'd also be taking pictures.
Director Farina, I believe you are the most deserving person to raise...
Huh? No. There's no need.
It's an honor the director deserves.
Yes, I agree. Just accept that you're not getting out of this.
Ready, everyone? 3, 2, 1.
Musketeer Pictures!
Какая классная фотка. Скриншотик. Блин, жалко на 5-й плойке нельзя поставить фотографию. Я бы поставила ее. Вообще охренительная. Можно переслать на телефон, а потом на ноут поставить, к примеру. Блин, вообще крутая. Кстати, так и сделаю. Так, ну что, там еще что-то осталось? А, все, да? Так, с этим мы закончили. Здесь мы, по-моему, тоже все забрали. Да, с этим отлично. Тестовые мы все прошли. Да, вечно забываю. Ой, не хочу брать призыв семерых. Блин, мне еще там надо сделать ачиву. Так. О, это типа в воде.
Have you ever seen these stickers?
Где они? У меня фиолетовая и зеленая.
My back. Do me a favor and take them off.
Кикс. Ну что ж, у нас там Навия, и у меня там еще Фурина остается. Еще Фурину не проходила.
Boss, you're back! Traveler and Paimon.
Oh, hey! Fancy seeing you again, Florent. Is it your
Hey, I can totally take care of myself. We did hand over some of Malus's old responsibilities to Florent, though. It's been really nice to have him around to help out.
Thank you for the compliment, boss. As you see, I've been working closely with the boss on Mr. Malus was an extremely capable and respected member of the Spina. I've got some really big shoes to fill.
All right. There's no need to be so formal. Were you waiting here for me? Did we manage to make any progress on—
Yeah, we contacted a sculptor about the job, but they can't get started on sourcing a correct—
You're commissioning a statue?
So basically, we've been meaning to commission a statue of my parents in commemoration of everything they've done, but since my father was known as Callus the Unfaithful for the longest time, it would have been too controversial to commission a statue of him. But now that his name has been cleared, and the town is also being rebuilt, I thought this would be the perfect chance to
The funds to build the statue were freely donated by the people of Poisson to show their appreciation for Miss Clementine and Mr. Callus and everything they did.
Me? I'm just the newbie president that's running around and causing everyone trouble. Maybe we can have this conversation again in a few decades. Once I've—
Hey, there's no need to be so humble. Didn't you just help save the—
I agree wholeheartedly. I also believe that Boss should have a place on the statue.
Hey, if you keep inflating my ego like this, I might just float off into the sky with my parrot. Just kidding. There's no way that I'd accept that kind of compliment at face value. At a minimum, I'd have to match what my father did for the people. Thanks for the vote of confidence. I just don't think I'm ready. Anyway, Florent, now it's up to us to confirm the final design, right?
Mm-hmm. We can ask the sculptor to start looking for a good block once we've decided on the poses for Miss Clementine and Mr. Callus. But we haven't had any real discussions yet on the possible designs. I feel like I should get a few promising designs first.
There's no need for all that. Hey, you! Come over here with me.
Какие же нерляшки.
Modeling a few poses, of course. Here, just
That's...
Didn't you say on the boat that Callus and Clementine sounded like great partners? Well, then there's no one better to fill this role than my most valuable Florent, let's grab some reference shots.
You've got it, boss. I'll go get the camera.
Well, what do you think? Got any ideas? Well, I've actually discussed it a bit with Florent before, but I could never come up with any fresh or original ideas. It's probably because my idea of them is already kind of set in stone. So, I want to pick your brain for a bit and see if you can come up with some—
I'm all good here, boss. Feel free to start posing whenever.
By that, do you mean as if we were standing on a boat and looking out at the sea? Sure, let's give that a try.
Whoa, you really remind Paimon of a captain in their first... Look over there, my dear Clementine. As you can see, every tree on that island is...
But there's something off with the composition. This pose makes Mr. Callus look too tall next to the lady.
Oh, I see what you mean. Then let's swap.
Well, Paimon is a fan. A statue like this would look fantastic on a...
Wait, but we can't do that. Very few people would see the statue if we were to put it on...
But then, since we're putting it in the town, the whole point of the pose would be...
Oh, okay. We'll try to think of something else.
A happy pose? You mean something like we were laughing together at a funny
Would all that be able to come...
Would we even be able to tell what they are supposed to be like?
Yeah, and that'd probably be a massive pain to sculpt as well.
Could one of you try striking a pose like you're talking? That actually sounds pretty hard to pull off. Forget it, let's try...
Imposing, huh? Oh, I've got it. Let's try this.
Это было самое скучное. Мне с кораблем понравилось.
This pose! It makes me recall Spina di...
But isn't Clementine's pose a bit too... bold and heroic? If we were to stick with this pose, maybe people would wonder if she was actually the real boss behind the scenes.
Well, tabloids did indeed speculate as much back in the day, but the Spina pulled a few strings and made both the report and the
Oh, Paimon was just kidding! Please don't make Paimon disappear.
What Florent meant was that we asked the journalist to choose a new alias. You're right, though, that this may not accurately represent the image of her in our hearts.
We tried a bunch of different ideas, but none of them felt right. Paimon's
Oh, don't worry. We still got a lot of reference shots out of the session, and each of them can be considered to be a... Man, if I knew I was going to do a photo shoot with the Traveler, I would have prepared a lot. Oh, outfits! Ugh, that's the errand I forgot back in the city. Do either of you still remember that girl? The girl I went to see with you two.
Oh, Paimon remembers her. She was the one that we met while investigating Mr. Callus's case, right?
Так. Пока я не забыла. Блин, ну качество, конечно, теряется. Так, что там?
Yes, that's exactly who I'm talking about. So, after the case, she was finally willing to talk to me, and she told me that she wanted to join the Spina too. I said that it's fine, but young children are not allowed to join the Spina. She will just have to wait a few years, and then we'll welcome her with open arms. Since she's still a child, though, she thought I was just trying to let her down gently.
Текс.
But how could I get her to believe that I meant what I said? But I got so busy and distracted in the city that I forgot to pick the uniform.
Don't worry, boss. I can send someone to pick it.
On the matter of the statue, we should still come up with a few more ideas.
We could have just done that from the start. Yeah, you're right.
Посмотрим, как она.
Navia! Florent, guess who's back?
Safe as рабочий стол. Так. Ну да, качество так себе получилось, конечно, через это отправил, через это отправил. Почему у меня нету русского языка в телеге? На английском стоит. Могу, конечно, на английском пользоваться, но неудобно иногда. Это пусть обновляется. Так, зона. Господи, ну везде все повылетало. Вот откуда я помню, на каком адресе у меня здесь. Ну... Куча обновлений. Обновить. Когда включаешь комп раз в полгода. Так, ладно, продолжаем. Поставим все на обновление.
Huh?
Oh, well, if it isn't Coulter. Back already from the...
That's right. I finally finished serving my... After I got out, I immediately made a beeline back to Poisson. You could say that familiar You wouldn't believe how much I've missed Melissa's grilled fish. I dreamed about it every...
It's good to have you back, Coulter. You look as well as ever.
And this...
let me introduce you. This is Coulter, another of Spina di Rosula's members. He was found guilty and sentenced, but looking at it now, it was probably another one of Marcel's plots while he worked at the Confrérie.
Wait, Mr. Marcel? What do you mean? He was involved in...
Have you not heard anything at all about the water from the primordial...
Well, I know that Fontaine got flooded, but then the water levels miraculously receded. I thought that was all there was to it, and didn't care to ask for any more...
Oh, looks like we'll have to explain everything from the top. That case... first things first, let me introduce you to these two. They're my most trusted partners, and they've been with me through...
Oh, nice to meet you. I don't recall Navia ever generously complimenting anyone like that before. So you must be pretty amazed.
Yeah, we are indeed pretty amazing.
Humble again, as always, I see. Even when I was...
Nice. Spina di Rosula always seems to attract... Oh, that reminds me. Where are Malus and Silver?
Coulter, a lot of things happened while you were gone. As you can see, even Poisson isn't...
They lost their lives, keeping me safe during the flood.
What did you say? This isn't some kind of morbid welcome home prank, right? You're just scaring me on purpose because I don't...
I'm sorry, but it's the truth.
Malus and Melissa, dead. Malus. I was planning to give him a surprise gift once I ran into him again and...
Hey!
Malus and Coulter were friends for many years, and even served on many missions together during the early days of the Spina. I can...
Let's sit down somewhere, so I can tell you everything that has happened while you were gone.
All of this, it's unbelievable. I can't believe that those...
I think you and I both feel the same way about the profound tragedy of Melusa's loss.
I thought Mr. Marcel would always stand by the Spina. It's unconscionable to have received all that, and yet still plot...
The good news is that the Confrérie of Cabriere is no more. Gone with them too is the entire synth manufacturing and We finally closed the curtain on that long struggle.
Are you sure? But if Marcel wanted to rebel against us, he probably sent word in secret.
Romu?
Not a name I've...
Florent should remember him. You see, there was once a major internal dispute regarding funding the construction. Romeu was the leader of the faction that thought such a vast sum of mora would be better spent improving the town of... But Mr. Callis believed that an opportunity to collaborate with the court of Fontaine and the Fontaine Research Institute was hard to come by, and would allow us to build many Not only would the Aquabus be a good business investment, it would also boost our reputation among the general populace, eventually paying us massive dividends down the line. But the two couldn't come to an agreement. Romeu ended up taking a lot of people with him when he left Spina di Rosula altogether, and the split was on...
And with Papa's stubbornness, I can definitely imagine how it must have gone down.
And of course, when he was suffering the slings and arrows of outrageous injustice, those relationships that he spent a fortune to...
Yeah. You could say it was the price he paid for sticking to his beliefs.
Oh, that's a good point. If Callus was really as stubborn as you say, then wouldn't he have argued with the rank and file all the time?
Oh, yeah. It eventually became a thing that just happened on every day that ended with Y. He used to be a lot better with taking counsel, with him listening to our advice and Ms. Clementine also frequently on. But on the matter of the Aquabus, even Ms. Clementine completely stood by Mr. Callus's side.
Huh. I never knew. But from my perspective, Romeo's position had a lot going for it. Couldn't they have sat down?
I think the Aquabus was just the straw that broke the camel's back. On that topic, they believed that Miss Clementine lost her ability to serve as an impartial mediator when she became pregnant with Callus.
So, they thought she had betrayed? But that doesn't make any sense. Before she was their mediator, my mother was also her own person, and a member of the
Yeah, but to them, even taking a side was betrayal enough. They felt like their voices could no longer be heard. Once, of course, Ms. Clementine then passed away, and Mr. Callus began to regard the completion of the Aquabus project as her final wish.
So that's what happened.
From that point on, Romeo and his people cut ties with the Spina, and never gave us any kind of professional or personal courtesy ever again. Perhaps they've regarded us as enemies ever since they left. But even so, there is still no proof that they ever—
I've also heard that they aren't in a good financial position, so they've been lying low for a while. But as long as they exist, they'll continue to be a threat.
Huh. I think Coulter's got a point. Both Marcel and Romeo had my father in their sights for a very long time. Even though Marcel's faction has been dissolved, we still don't know anything about Romeo's whereabouts. If they're still trying to get revenge on us, with how distracted and vulnerable we are, now would be the best time.
Good thinking, boss. We should keep an eye on them at all times. I'll let my men know right away.
Thank you for that, Florent. And Coulter, thank you for telling me about this as—
Don't worry, it's nothing. Do you have a moment right now? I've heard so many incredulous things today. I'm finding it
in that case, why don't we go back to the court? I can pick up Adele's uniform. Want to come with me again, you two? You don't mind.
Of course. That's fine.
Then let's go! Paimon feels like a lot's hinging on this visit.
We really are the best of—
Так, чё, куда? Как люди спускаются? Неужто вот так же? У них же тут должна быть какая-то нормальная лестница, проход.
Are we not taking the boat this time?
It's nice to walk from time to time, isn't it? Think of it as something like a hiking trip. Once we're there, we can stay a few—
Sounds good. I haven't walked this road in a long time.
Well, we've walked far enough for now. Let's take— Since we're out for a walk, we shouldn't stress too—
I've grown old, so I'm not as fit as before. It's a good thing that at least—
Well, Paimon thinks you're doing great.
Back in the days before the Aquabus lines were built, we often had to hike north with our goods, then catch a boat to the court. Malus and I must have traveled this way hundreds of times. When we were tired, we would lay down for a while on the grass, and when we were hungry, we'd catch a fish or two. The Spina was still on the rise back then. Mr. Callis was generous, and everyone had the chance to strike it rich. So, of course, and now, in the blink of an eye, the Aquabus lines have been built, and this road has fallen into disuse. Oh, I know. I was just being a little nostalgic.
Then let's stay here a bit longer. Anyone wants...
Oh, is this another chance to try some of Navia's macarons? Paimon's been dreaming.
Yep, Oh, wait. Let me check if I have all the ingredients. Maloose and silk. Okay. The stove seems like we're all out of flour and sugar. The two... Oh, would you? Oh, but it would be too...
We should contribute to making the macaron, too. Don't worry, we cook out in the wild all the time, so she should have...
Oh, that's great. Then I'll leave the ingredient gathering to you. As long as we have some sweet flowers and wheat...
Then I'll go look for some boxes nearby for a makeshift table and chairs.
Great. Then I'll prep the stove. Let's get... Ah, how did it go? You've all done your part.
Whoa, these macarons look and taste magnificent! Your cooking is a...
Boss's baking skills have always been famous. Everyone in the Spina knows how
Oh, it's just a hobby.
Have you two seriously never considered joining us? You're so close to the boss, and she obviously trusts you with all her heart, so... yeah, I see. Is that why you...
You just happened to walk in on our little reunion. Adventurers never stay in one place for long. The name of Spina di Rosula would just tie them down. Besides, after everything we've been through together, I'm sure our hearts would remain intertwined even if we found ourselves on opposite sides of the world.
Even if Paimon was far beyond the horizon, she'd still remember the delicious...
I understand now. Then I will endeavor to make the most of this short yet fortuitous encounter.
We've got no wine with us, but let's still toast with what...
Cheers! Hey, what are you doing? Quick, join in on the...
May your travels go smoothly. May the Spina continue to grow. And may... All set? Let's move out then. I asked some old acquaintances in town to make Adele's uniform, so we should be able to pick it up right away.
Внизу? Тут что-то есть? Ну, посмотрим, куда ты мне покажешь.
I once considered keeping some pets in my office, but soon gave up on the idea. It's just not right to keep small animals where they won't be able to see the sun.
Здесь ты мне никуда не показываешь, замечательно вообще. Что-то там наверху.
One man's stone is another man's gem.
Я думала, тут все закрыто. Еще разочек. Походу здесь точно все. Вот в этих водах еще что-то где-то. Что искать? Тут давно уже 96. Дайте хуй знает. О. Нет никаких ачивок? Ой, так и хочется какой-нибудь гадости сожрать, кстати. Ой, нихуя. Чего что-то даст?
Hey there, Ludovine. How's business lately?
The demoiselle of Spina de Rosula. I must say, you're...
Nonsense. We all know what a talented businesswoman you are. No, and don't forget, she's the boss now.
My mistake, my mistake. I just got so used to call. Are you here for the uniform?
Yep. I forgot to drop by earlier when I...
I didn't expect Demoiselle to come and pick it up in person. It's just a uniform after...
Navia's always liked to take even...
Hey, that's not the only reason I'm here. There are few things more uplifting than taking the first step on a new...
Boss has got a point. Going on a trip...
Very well. Please, wait here while I retrieve the uniform for you.
Can someone remind Paimon again why Adele wants to join the Spina?
She hasn't given me any concrete reasons. After we cleared her father's name, she became a lot more cheerful and outgoing. It's probably because she now knows for sure that her father was never a bad person. She said she used to be terrified of Papa. So, as a result, she found but the Spina is very different now. She mustered up the courage to talk to me, and felt like I could really understand. Yeah, you could say that. By uncovering the... She said that she wanted to become someone like me. Someone who could lend a hand to others.
From the sound of it, she'll be a wonderful addition.
I think so too. But for now, let's focus on giving her a great atmosphere to grow and thrive. She can commit to us once she's older, and can really make that...
Is something up, Traveler? Huh? Tailing? Oh, Paimon's coming.
I'll go check it out too. Coulter, please hold on to this for me.
All right.
Paimon saw them too! They headed up!
Stop right there!
We knew you were going to be difficult!
Seems like if we want them to talk, we're gonna need to teach them a lesson first.
Brothers, there's no need to skulk in the...
This one's got your name on it! Time to shine! Strike a pose! Hey there! Now, talk. Who are you? And why were you...
Don't think we'll let you off easy if you keep silent.
How did it go, boss?
If you thought they stood any chance against us, anyway, stop playing tough and start talking. There won't be any room for negotiation once the Maison Gardiennage gets involved.
We were discovered and can't beat you in a fight.
Get revenge? Wait.
You actually know that name? But if you do, then surely you should understand why we hate you so much.
Indeed. You haven't got the faintest hope.
We were out drinking when we saw Navia. We got so angry we decided to follow you guys and look for an opportunity to really mess up your... Too bad you guys messed up ours first. Huh? You're pretty sharp, but so what? We didn't do anything. And now it should be pretty seeing you like that just really ticked us off.
Listen, Callus is long dead. No matter what happened in the past, I want to be able to start things anew. I am the current president of Spina di Rosula. If your boss wants to talk with me, I won't press charges for your attack. That should also help demonstrate my sincerity.
I understand. Thank you.
But if you so much as think about pulling something like this again, I won't be so lenient next.
All right. We get it.
Are you sure it's okay to just let them go?
I don't want to inherit my father's grudges, too. Moreover, when it comes to if the other side is willing to talk, I'm happy to open the door for a reconciliation.
I support Boss's decision as well. The concept of an eye for an eye is a primitive practice that has no...
Yes. Plus, we already know that they're strapped for cash. If their financial situation is that dire, they don't have what it takes to challenge us. I still think we should keep an eye out for Romeo's folks, though. If he decides to ignore the warning I gave his men, then we could still have a fight on our hands.
Yeah, those guys definitely didn't look like big fans of yours.
I'd rather things not go that far, since, though we haven't talked to each other for years, once upon a time we were all apart.
Yep, that's how I feel as well. Anyway, now that we've sent them, it's getting late already. So why don't we stay the night in the Fleuve Cendre? I'll also ask someone to write Florent a letter and inform him of everything that happened here today, so he can increase security around Poisson and be on guard against any suspicious individuals.
Do we have to stay in the Fleuve Cendre again? Even the pillows there smell like...
Sorry, that's just what happens when you live near water and don't get much sunlight. Poisson's pretty much the same though, so I've long since gotten used to it. We can still go out in the evening for some grilled fish and drinks though. Bet you there'll be people singing sea shanties too. How does that sound?
Huh. That does sound pretty cool.
Вот. Вот.
Coming back here really does feel like this place is starting to grow on Paimon. If you think about it, it would be kind of weird if the Spina's base at the court was some super luxurious building like the Palais Mermonia.
Totally. Although, of course, with the continued growth of the Spina, Papa wanted Poisson to eventually grow, and he was a very ambitious man who rarely looked behind or beneath him, for better or worse.
And that's also why people hate...
All right. Why don't you go wait for me at the restaurant? I'll go do some prep, and I'll get someone to... You can use the same room as last time. You still remember the room number, yeah?
Yep. Kinda hard to forget when there are only so many...
Oh, did I just hear someone taking a dig at Fleuve Cendre? I'll tell my guys to stuff your pillows full...
Oh, Paimon, sorry! Please have mercy, Navia! If you do that, then Paimon...
I was...
Just say what you mean.
Hello? Are you asleep yet? Oh, no, not at all. I just figured that since we don't get to enjoy nights like these, wanna go fishing? I've got some rods and lures ready.
Oh, so that's the prep you were talking about. Sure, we'll come.
Hopefully I didn't wake you or anything. Don't worry. You don't have to do any actual fishing if you're too tired. Just think of it as keeping me company. How does... Okay, let's go. What's the problem? Lots of people
But shouldn't fishing be all about, you know, attentively watching the float and then excitedly reeling it?
Well, that's one way to enjoy fishing. What do you think, Traveler? Then, let's try regular rods next time. We can have a real fishing
Honestly, Paimon's mainly shocked at how much energy you still have at this hour. Usually by this time of night...
It might just be something that runs in my
That's a thing?
I'm sure you'd get even sleepier if I delved more deeply into it. Anyway, I was just thinking about how grateful I am. My father always had a lot of unrealistic expectations for me. But the more that he tried to get me to become like him, the less I wanted to listen to what he... My mother never had those kinds of expectations, though. I've heard that all the members of the Spina greatly respected her wish. So no matter what I did as a child, they were... Can you imagine? Whenever my father wanted to scold me for something I'd done, everyone would form up into 2 rows and just stand... No matter what Papa yelled, nobody else would say a word. Eventually, Papa must have recognized scolding me over trivial matters was pointless.
Paimon would have never guessed.
Yeah. Looking back on it now as an adult, when I was young, I often thought that I could do whatever I wanted. But once, I saw Malus come back wounded. He wouldn't tell me. I learned then that there's always a cost to making a mistake. The more you care about those around you, the more you should care about... Because if you do falter, there'll inevitably come a time when you'll have to face the Sorry. I shouldn't have brought that up. Basically, I was just saying that the nurturing atmosphere of the Spina must have been my mother's legacy. And if that's the only way that I can continue to feel her love, then I'd like to pass that warmth on.
Is that why you let those guys go today?
Mm-hmm. Although, maybe there's a part of not wanting to repeat the mistakes of the past. I want to be Hey, look! I think you've got something on the line!
But why isn't the rod automatically reeling it in?
Oh, there must be something wrong with how I installed the mechanism. It was my first time putting one of the... We can't let it get away. Come on, you two. Let's catch it.
You want Paimon to help too? You didn't attach a hook to your line?
Stop wasting time! The boss ain't gonna wait all day. We'll go ahead with the operation tomorrow. Do with that information as you...
Well, your rod was missing a part too, so I guess that makes it fair.
Well, if we're just talking about the number of missing parts, sure.
All right, go to bed. Mm-hmm. So how was last night?
Paimon dreamt that she danced with the sea stars, so you could say...
Huh.
I didn't know you had such a...
See? This guy gets it!
Anyway, let's head out. I'll arrange for a boat to take us back to Poisson. I'm sure Adele will be happy to see you two again.
Paimon hopes she'll really appreciate your gift.
I hope so too.
Удочку мне дала. А где? Так а чё, где?
Adele, we're back! We brought you a gift from the court, too.
Whoa! Thank you so much!
Don't call her boss, okay, Adele?
Oh, it's all right. I don't mind.
It's been a while!
Oh, it's you two. It has been a while indeed. I've heard that you also helped save all of Fontaine. You're
You're really amazing! And if Miss Navi is your friend, Then she must be What's in this thing?
Of course.
Oh, it's a Spina di Rosula
Well, it's a gift for future you. When you first told me that you were interested in joining the Spina, but it's the Spina's responsibility to protect everyone as well. Being a member means becoming involved in all kinds of dangerous situations. And since you're still young, I don't want your mom, so I turned you down then by telling you that you'll have to wait until you're older. But this uniform is a promise that you can join.
Oh, so that's it. Well, thank you so much, Miss Mel.
But you can't really grow up faster by working hard.
Everyone, I'm really grateful that you remembered my daughter's thanks to the protection of the Spina. Even though her father's no longer with us, we've still felt...
Oh, it's the least we could do. As long as you live in Poisson, even if you're not an official member, you're still part of the...
Boss!
Huh? Is something up, Laurent?
I've got something urgent to report. Romeo and his folks have gathered outside Poisson and even shipped in a huge pile...
What? Explode?
It seems like they've been planning this for some time. We started investigating as soon as we received your letter yesterday. But Romeo and his folks must have gotten wind as well, because they abandoned their former posts before we could even check on them. We investigated their tracks and found out that they're after Poisson.
Could they have smartened up since we caught them red-handed?
Seems like they've got no interest in sitting down and talking at all. We should have gone straight to the
Sorry, I underestimated the situation. Well, too late now, I suppose. Florent, where are they keeping their explosives?
On the hill to the east of Poisson, near the Clementine line.
They want to blow up the Clementine line?
Certainly sounds like it.
Romeo and his followers hate the Spina, and everything to do with Callus. And the Aquabus was the source of their contention. If they manage to blow up the Aquabus line, all that rubble will come crashing down.
Are they insane? There's tons of innocent people in Poisson!
Yeah. If they've been planning this for ages, they're definitely not going to let this opportunity. We have to issue an evacuation order to the townspeople and get them as far away from the entrance as possible. That should save them from the worst of...
Let's get everyone onto our ship. That should be the safest place.
My dear partner, can I leave the Clementine line to you? If the explosives do go off, not only would the people of Poisson be in danger, any Aquabuses using the line, let's stop their insanity first. Then settle the score with them.
Leave it to us, Navia. Please stay safe, too.
Let's go, you two. We've got to act fast. Miss Coralie, please take Adele to the ship.
Watch out, boss! What do you think you're doing, Coulter?
I thought all the annoying little hindrances had left, but I still couldn't get rid of you.
You mean this was all a trick? So that you'd be left alone with me? Coulter, are you with Romeo too? Oh. I get it now. You knew about their plans all along. You only told us they were doing badly so that we'd drop our guard.
Not quite. Though I share their positions on some issues, I've never cared for his more radical ideas. That's because out of the entire Spina di Rosula, I only...
You better stick close to me!
Romeu promised me that he would leave Poisson alone if I could just take you out. But it was like you were glued at the hip to that pesky traveler. You never gave me a chance. Romeu has lost his patience. I didn't have to be here today, you know. But I swore that I'd kill you, even if it meant being buried with you in the rubble.
Why?
Only someone as clueless about the past as you. You never saw the heyday of Spina di Rosula, nor did you ever live through the golden age of Poisson.